Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom.
Shabbat shalom. I am not on apparently, but I'm on. Not muted? On. Yep. You want this one?
Shabbat shalom, everyone. It has been a gorgeous day.
Love the rain.
It's days like today. It's days like today that make me glad that I live in the Pacific Northwest. Because I actually enjoy having the rain and not burning my eyes out every time I step outside. I think I've mentioned before that I think I've turned into a vampire since moving here. And again, case in point.
I love the shades of green. The shades of green become more like sharp when it's a day like today.
And in addition to the rain, which makes everything smell fresh and new, we also have a fresh and new song that is actually an old song remixed. Some of you may have heard it before or heard of it before. It's called Dror Yikra. I don't know if this congregation has ever done this song before, but we're going to learn a new melody. And you can find the words for the verses we are going to do on your song sheets.
I'm going to teach you the refrain now. It's actually the simplest part, but the song itself is very repetitive, so I think you'll get it. But so the words Shavu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat.
Try that.
Shavu.
Hello, are you all here? Good morning.
Oh, I'm apparently not here. Mic is on. Okay. The mic is on. It's not muted.
No, I can hear you through the.
You can hear me. Okay. Can you hear me? Okay. So, Shavu v'nuchu. I've got too many things going on. Ooh. And feedback. All right. Repeat after me. Shavu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Shemo Kodshecha. And then we're going to repeat the first line again. Shavu v'nuchu. 2 words. V'nuchu. Yeah. B'yom Shabbat. Oh, now I can hear me. Excellent. Okay. So this is the best part of what we get as far as Shabbat is concerned, because it translates into sit and rest. It's Shabbat, right? So, and then Shemor Shabbat Kodshecha, we will keep your holy Shabbat. And the tune is really simple. It's Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Can you do that? Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Good. Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. You. Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. All right, the next line is Shemor Shabbat. You do that. Shemor Shabbat. Go down. Kodshecha. Kodshecha. We go back to Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Your turn. Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. We're going to do that again together, okay? Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Shemor Shabbat. Kodshecha. Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. All right, so we're going to do that a couple of times until we've got like the feeling for the rhythm of it, okay? Go.
Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. Shemor Shabbat. Kodshecha. Shevu v'nuchu b'yom Shabbat. שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שמור שבת קודשך, שמור ונוחו ביום שבת, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שמור שבת קודשך, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שמור שבת קודשך, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת.
You guys are excellent, all of you.
By the way, those words means relax and rest on the day of Shabbat. It's a good Shabbat song, right? To light our Shabbat candles, I'd like to invite the Segaloviches up. We are on pages 2 and 3.
As these Shabbat candles give light to all who behold them, so may we, by our lives, give light to all who behold us. As their brightness reminds us of the generations of Israel who have kindled light, so may we, in our own day, be among those who kindle light. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kidshanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lechad likner shel Shabbat. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, sovereign of the universe, who hallows us with mitzvot, commanding us to kindle the light of Shabbat. Amen. Thank you.
We continue on page 12 with the, well, I say page 12, but really I mean the back of your sheets. You can find the Hebrew on page 12. If you want the English, they're on the back. It's on the back of your sheets. L'chu neranena. L'chu neranena. Lechadodi, pages 20 and 21. We will, in fact, be singing verses 1, 2, 5, and 9 again.
How did that happen?
How did that? Next week, though. I looked ahead. Next week, you can expect some new verses. Please be seated. Chatzi Kaddish is on page 26.
יתגדל ויתקדש שמי רבה.
Amen.
בעלמא דברה קירותי וימליך מלכותי. בחייכון וביומכון ובחיי דכל בית ישראל. בגלה בגלה ובזמן קריב ימהו. אמן. יהי שמי רבה מברך ועלם לעלמי עלמיה יתברך. יתברך וישתבח ויתפאר ויתאמן ויתנשא ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל. שמד קודשה בריחו לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה. תושבחתה ונחמתה תמירן בעלמא ימהו. Amen.
Hey, Sam, you know this one. Want to come up?
Come on, join us. Let's rise to the hope.
Page 28. Page 31. Page 30. Let's do this one. Blessed are you, Adonai our God, ruler of the universe, who speaks the evening into being, skillfully opens the gates, thoughtfully alters the time and changes the seasons, and arranges the stars in their heavenly courses according to plan. You are creator of day and night, rolling light away from darkness,
and darkness from light,
transforming day into night, and distinguishing one from the other.
Adonai Tzvaot is your name. Ever-living God,
may you reign continually over us into eternity. Blessed are you, Adonai, who brings on evening. Baruch atah Adonai hama'arif aravim. Page 32. Hold on. It's a different one than we were planning.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Sorry, I needed to get back into this one. Day and night, show us the way. I would have given you words if I'd planned on it, teaching us to number our days. When we rise and when we lie down, Hava Tolam. Day and night, show us the way, teaching us to number our days, when we rise, and when we lie down, Ahavat Olam, Adonai Ohev Amo Yisrael. Shema Yisrael Adonai Eloheinu Adonai Echad Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto Le'olam Vaed. You may be seated. Page 36. Ve'ahavta et Adonai Elohecha b'chol levavcha u'b'chol nafshecha u'b'chol me'odecha ve'hayu hadvarim ha'ele asher anochi mitzavecha hayom al levavecha ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ובשוכבך ובקומך, ופשרתם מאוד על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובשעריך, למען תזכרו ועשיתם את כל מצוותיי, והייתם קדושים לאלוהיכם. אני אדוני אלוהיכם, אשר הוצאתי אתכם מארץ מצרים, להיות לכם לאלוהים, אני אדוני אלוהיכם. אדוני אלוהיכם, אמת. So 2 things before you turn the page to wherever you were going to assume I was going next. First thing is, if you notice, I didn't tell you to rise for Shema, even though most of you sat down on your own. And part of that is because there is actually a question about whether we are supposed to be standing up or sitting down. Because in the paragraph we just read, we say, recite these words when you lie down and when you rise up. And so not only is there a question about whether we're supposed to be saying them sitting down or standing up, but there is also a question about whether we are supposed to be saying them lying down, sitting down, or standing up.
And an entire conversation about how we lie down and whether we can be on our side or on our back, on our stomachs, or the whole thing. Yeah, I'm sure.
The only time I know that we're specifically supposed to lean to the left is on Passover.
Yeah.
When on Passover? When you're drinking the wine or grape juice. Okay, so that was one piece. The second piece is we are in Parshat Ekev, which includes what is traditionally known as the second paragraph of the Shema, or the paragraph that talks about ol hamitzvot, the yoke, like not egg yolk, the cattle yoke of the commandments. And the Reform movement, in putting together Mishkan Tefillah, decided not to put that paragraph in Hebrew, mostly because most Reformed Jews were pretty uncomfortable with the text. You'll see why in a minute. We have the only way it appears in our prayer book, in our Siddur, is in a lovely interpretation that can be found on page 117. 117. So imagine the words we're about to read, but harsh. The bottom one. So, v'haya im shamoa tishma'u. If we can hear the words from Sinai, then love will flow from us, and we shall serve all that is holy and with all our intellect and all our passion and all our life. If we can serve all that is holy, we shall be doing all that humans can to help the rains to flow, the grasses to be good, the grains to be golden like the sun, and the rivers to be filled with life once more. All the children of God shall eat, and there will be enough. But if we turn from Sinai's words and serve only what is common and profane, making gods of our own comfort or power, then the holiness of life will contract for us. Our world will grow inhospitable.
Let us therefore lace these words into our passion and our intellect, and bind them as a sign upon our hands and eyes. Let us write them in mezuzot upon our doors, and teach them to our children.
Let us honor the generations that came before us, keeping the promise of those yet to be. So, if you can imagine these words being harsher, mostly it's the follow the mitzvot or you will die, right? And in some sense, the Reform rabbis initially were like, absolutely not. We do not believe that by putting on a talit or wearing tefillin or not driving on Shabbat, we are going to lead to the death and destruction of ourselves or the Jewish people. Fair. And at the same time, and if we don't take care of each other, if we don't follow the ideas that are in Torah, especially the ones we received at Sinai in terms of these ideas that I've been telling you about for, at this point, years now, some of you, amazingly, can still quote parts of sermons from 3 years ago, which is better than I can do. In talking about Leviticus, I'm always talking about how the goal is to build a functional, healthy society where all are taken care of and where sin is repented from and also repaired relatively quickly so that relationships remain holy, and in doing so, our relationship with God remains holy. And what is the third relationship? The land, right? That if we don't take care of each other, then the land won't take care of us. And so the language of this paragraph, which says that if we follow the mitzvot, then we'll get the rains in their season, the early and late, and all of the cattle will have enough to eat. It's not specifically that God is going to give us the rains in their season if we follow the laws. But if we don't take care of each other, if we are only concerned about ourselves, making gods of our own comfort or power, then we destroy the earth and it can no longer take care of us. So I always want to bring in this interpretive second paragraph of the Shema because I think that the Reform movement, while bringing the parts of the baby back into the bath, threw a lot of the baby out with the bath water and it's nice to be able to understand and interpret these texts in ways that our ancestors did not. By the way, since we are coming up on the High Holy Days, you'll get your mailer next week. In Mishkan HaNefesh, in our High Holiday Machzor, the second paragraph is included.
Interesting.
It was published 10 years later.
Right. My favorite part of that paragraph, though, is that we know that if we have animals, they get fed first from that paragraph, because the words are, the cattle will have enough to eat, and then the words are, you will have enough to eat. And so from there, the rabbis are like, dog gets dinner first, you can eat later.
Okay.
For those of us who have pets, you know.
I know, I feed my cats in a different order. Mostly because it's better for them. I mean, they get food all the time, but okay.
It did never stop her from deciding that she needed my dinner too, so I'm really not sure it solved anything.
And part of where we also recall the mitzvot from Sinai is in the words of Mi Chamocha, which can be found on page 40.
חזק ממנו, ברוך אתה אדוני, גאל ישראל.
Page 43 and 42, Hashkivenu. Let there be love in Hashkivenu. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Let there be love and understanding among us. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Hashkivenu, Adonai Eloheinu. Hashkivenu, Leshalom. Ve'amidenu, Shomreinu Lechayim. Let peace and friendship be our shelter from friendship be our shelter from life's storms. Baruch atah Adonai haporeh sukat shalom aleinu ve'al kol amo Yisrael ve'al Yerushalayim.
Amen.
Page 44. Veshamru b'nei Yisrael et ha-Shabbat לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ביני לבין בני ישראל אותי לעולם אותי לעולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם כי ששת ימים עשה אדוני את השמיים ואת הארץ ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם וביום השביעי שבת וינפש שבת וינפש שבת וינפש ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם ושמרו בני ישראל את השבת לעשות את השבת לדורותם ברית עולם. Please rise in body or spirit for the Amidah, page 46. Adonai sefatai tiftach ufi yagid tehilatecha. Adonai, open up my lips, that my mouth may declare your praise. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah, Ha'el HaGadol HaGibor LeHorah, El Elyon, Gomel Chasadim Tovim, Vekonei HaKol, Vezocher Chasdei Avot v'Imahot, Umevii Geulah livnei bneihem, Leman Shemo be'ahava, Melech Ozer u'Moshiach u'Magen, Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham ve'ezrat Sarah. Atah Gibor le'olam Adonai, Mechayeh kol Torah le'Hoshia, Morid atah, Mechakel chayim bechesed, Mechayeh hakol berachamim rabim, Somech noflim verufeh cholim, Umatir asurim, Umekayem emunato, Lishenei afar, Michamocha b'gevurot, Umidom melech, Melech menit umechayeh, Umatzmiach Yeshua, V'ne'eman atah l'chayot hakol, Baruch atah Adonai. ושמך קדוש, וקדושים בכל יום יעללוך סלה. Baruch atah Adonai Hael HaKadosh. We continue with our private prayers. When you're finished with your prayers, please be seated. We think of all those in our lives and in our community who are in need of healing of mind, of body, or of spirit. If there's someone that you're thinking of on this Shabbat, I invite you to share their names with us at this time.
Rachel bat Sarah, and Yakara bat Korah Anna.
Mishaberach can be found on page 253. Mishaberach Avotenu Mekor HaBracha Ve'imotenu. May the source of strength, who bless the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Mishaberach imotenu mekor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. We also share some moments of gratitude and blessing from the past week.
So, oh, that's loud. So, our sailboat has needed some love, and last weekend we stripped the bottom paint off, and we did it ourselves, which we've always hired that out because it's very dirty, dusty, and toxic. And so that was pretty amazing to repaint the bottom of my boat. I've never done that, so I feel very accomplished. And it's green, like your shirt. It's beautiful.
A sea green.
It is a sea green.
For the very first time, our little grandson sang along with a song that his mother loved, which was so cute and special.
Two things. So Gabby got moved into her apartment, and so now she's going to be going to Georgetown. And Sandesh, who sits on the council with me, they had a baby, and his name is Kian. So
We welcomed a new baby into this community. There was a bris on Tuesday. Chance Xavier Froelich, his parents Athena and Eric have been coming to services for a handful of months.
Mazel tov. I have Parkinson's. Today we got an electric chair that goes up the stair for me. And I am so grateful and so happy my husband arranged this, and I no longer have to climb and huff and puff going up the stairs. It's really a blessing.
Nice.
So this week was the 3-year, 156 weeks of straight exercise, my program. Yeah,
Wow.
at least almost every day.
Wow.
I came back from summer camp. I ended up winning Color Wars. I chanted Torah. It was a lot of fun.
I also feel like you grew another inch or two at.
So John and I went to Pacific Beach State Park and got to camp, car camp, of course, right next to the ocean for 4 days. And then when we got home, it started raining. It was beautiful weather when we were there.
Okay, Eddie, you're the last one.
Today, my Aunt Yolanda turned 75 years old, and she's quite healthy.
Nice.
I'm grateful for all the people I can give caregiving to at Home Watch Caregivers of Tacoma.
for all these things and more, we say, Baruch atah Adonai, hatov shimcha ulecha na'ele hodot. Praised are you, your name Adonai, your name is goodness, and you are deserving of blessing. Don't worry, I'm aware of the time, and I already gave a short drash, so I'm going to keep this one short as well. One of the things I find fascinating about this Torah portion is how many times Moses says, you people, you don't deserve this promised land. You are stiff-necked and annoying, and God wanted to wipe you all out, but you're going to get it anyway. Here are the things you need to do to keep it. I'm mostly fascinated by how many times he says, you're stiff-necked. And actually, the Plout Torah commentary even has a section of extra commentary about why it says so many times that people are stiff-necked. Now, if you remember, I mentioned that the second paragraph of the Shema is known as the yoke of mitzvot, ol ha-mitzvot. Yoke. Does everyone understand the connection between the yoke and the stiff neck? Oh, okay. So an ox or other animal that won't take the yoke, that won't be harnessed into a plow, is considered stiff-necked. And so the people of Israel are being called stubborn, refusing to take on the mantle of the commandments, refusing to follow the rules. And that stiff-neckedness continues. And continues. And continues. Not just in the wilderness, definitely not. That definitely continues in the promised land, and continues through exile and the subsequent diaspora. And one of the big challenges of the Jewish people is how to remain stiff-necked enough to not assimilate completely, right, to maintain our identity, and how to loosen our necks, soften our necks enough to be open to the blessings of the Torah and the mitzvot and the values of our tradition, right? There's a certain amount of stiff-neckedness that is actually really good for us, right? If we had not been stiff-necked, we would have all assimilated, converted a long time ago. It would be much easier, and frankly, the number of people I have sending me emails or coming into my office or converting who tell me that they or their parents or their grandparents or some other family member back however many years ago decided that it was just not worth it to be Jewish anymore, it was too hard, or not easy enough to go through life. Being Jewish, I see some smiles and smirks here from people who apparently know that story. And yet, here you all are. Even those of you online, here you are, right? Having said, no, this is important, even though it's hard, even though it can be difficult, even though there is so much anti-Semitism, I can't even tell you all about it. You are here, holding firm despite all the odds. And don't forget to lean into it a little bit. Let Judaism not be just the fight against the countercultural revolution, right? Let it also be something that brings joy, something where it's not just, Shabbat is not just a day of no, don't do this, but a day of I get to rest and relax. It is a day I don't have to work and worry about business and worry about this and worry about that. I don't have to tend the garden, even though it might be fun. I don't have to. Today is a day I get to just relax. It's a day we get to sing. It's a day we get to come together. Part of being stiff-necked is rejecting what is popular. Part of being soft-necked is about leaning into the beauty and into the blessing. And so I hope on this Shabbat that we can balance that stiff neck and that soft neck to find beauty and blessing in our lives. Shabbat Shalom. Jeff, as I believe the sole board member, in the room, I'd like to invite you up to share some of what's going on. There's a lot going on.
Shabbat Shalom. Let's start off with tomorrow, or actually Sunday. Let's start off with tomorrow. I was backtracking. I'm not trying to be stiff-necked. There we go. Thank you. Tomorrow we have services continuing first with Torah study at 9 o'clock, and then at 10 o'clock we have our traditional Shabbat service. Sunday, we got a lot going on. We have a cleanup, spiff-up day here at the temple. That starts at 10 o'clock. And also in the afternoon, we have a social where everybody can come, have tons of ice cream, your favorite toppings except malt balls, and whatever. And it's just a good time for us to get together as a community. And that's again at 2 o'clock on Sunday. We have the Associated Ministries Dialogue on Monday at 7 o'clock. Great way for us to mingle with the other congregations of all different religions here in Tacoma. Marshall Lundberg is having a bar mitzvah next Saturday, and we all welcome you to attend that. Meet and greet with Leah, pardon me, will be next Wednesday and Thursday, and everybody's invited to join and meet her. Religious school registration is starting. See your bulletin for that, and same with adult education. Hope everyone has a very relaxing Shabbat.
And as I said, those of you who are members of the congregation will be getting your high holiday booklets in the mail next week, so keep an eye out for that. And those booklets will also contain your passes for services, so do not throw those out. Okay. We are going to return to our prayer books, page 282. Please rise and body your spirit for Aleinu. Aleinu v'shabeach l'adon hakol, latet gedula le'otzem reshit, shelo asanu kigui haratzot, ולא שמנו ממשפחות האדמה, שלא שם חלקנו כהם, וגורלנו ככל המונם, ואנחנו קוראים ומשתחווים ומודים לפני מלך מלכי המלכים,
Kadosh Baruch Hu 27. V'ne'emar V'Adonai V'melech HaKol Haaretz Bayom Hahu V'Adonai Echad U'Shemo Echad.
Our thoughts turn to those who have died in recent days and weeks. We are still in the period of Shloshim for Howard Friedman, the father of Jeff Friedman, and, I forgot to change that name, Leo Harris, the brother of Bill Hershkowitz and uncle of Laura. And we think of those who died at this time in years past, whose yahrzeits occur in the coming week. If I say the name of someone you're remembering, I invite you to rise so we can acknowledge you as a mourner. We think of Kurt Blau, Audrey Brady, Ray Brown, Helen Burgett, Ida Cohen, Sylvia Feinberg, Ruth Catherine Fisher, Faina Freint, Benjamin Green, Megan Gelman, Michael Hammerschmidt, David Hornstein, Fanny Jaffe, Byron Cabron, Pauline Kleiner, Dr. Matthew T. Kleinman, Joseph Kodish, Millicent Landau, Rosa Loeb Hecht, Jordan Melvin Meyer, Nahum Mizrahi, Marianne Neff, Major Retired Robert Nelson, Morris Rafelowitz, Enid Ravitz, Jacques Rutlinger, Elizabeth Sable, William Sturman, and Miriam Zarinsky. As we think of them, we say Zichronam Livracha, may their memories be a blessing, and we rise to join our mourners in the Mourners Kaddish on page 294. Yitgadal v'yitgadal Shmei Rabbah, ve'alma divra k'rutei v'yamlich malchutei, v'chayechon u'vyomechon u'chayei d'chol Beit Yisrael, ba'agala v'zman kariv v'imru amen, yehi Shmei Rabbah mevarach le'olam lo'amei almaya, Yitbarach v'yishtabach v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh, v'yitadar v'yit'aleh v'yit'alal shmei d'kudsha b'richu, le'ela min kol birchata v'shirata, tushbechata v'nechemata, damiran be'alma v'imru amen. V'ishlama rabba min shemaya, v'chaim aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'imru amen. Oseh shalom b'mromav, Hu Ya'aseh Shalom Aleinu Ve'al Kol Yisrael V'imru. Amen. May the one who creates peace on high bring peace to all who mourn and comfort to all who are bereaved, as together we say, Amen.
Amen.
You may be seated. We'll conclude with Dror Yikra. Relax and rest on Shabbat.
Yeah, sit down, take a nap.
But also have fun.
Yeah.
Dror Yikra v'nimbat, ve'yintzorchem kemo ba'avat, na'im shimchem ve'lo yushbat, shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat. Remember this? Shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, shemo Shabbat kodecha, shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, derosh navim ve'ulamim, ve'ot yeshasehimi, neta sorek v'toch kami, she'ei Shabbat b'nei ami. Shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, shemo Shabbat kodecha, shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, derosh nafshecha, ve'vicheter le'roshecha, netzor mitzvat kodecha, shemo Shabbat kodecha, shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, shevu v'nuchu be'yom Shabbat, ביום שבת, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת, שבו שבת קודשך, שבו ונוחו ביום שבת.
Nicely done, everyone. Thank you to Aaron on sound and tech, to John Barnes for greeting, to Teddy, who helped set everything up for our oneg, and everyone who helped clean up, which I doubt was this one. And we continue with Kiddush on page 5, and thank you, Debbie.
Thank you, Debbie.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, borei peri hagafen. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kitshanu b'mitzvotav v'ratzavanu b'shabbat kodsho be'ahava uvratzon hinchilanu zikaron lema'aseh bereshit ki hu kodesh zecher yetziat Mitzrayim kivanu acharta ve'otanu hidashta mikol ha'amim b'shabbat kodshecha be'ahava uvratzon hinchatanu baruch atah Adonai mekadesh hashabbat. L'chaim. Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam, hamotzi